second highest grossing movie of 1982. Rocky 3. Rocky 3. It's Clubber Lang, Mr. T. He's like, hey, boy. Hey, I'll fight you, my boy. It's just like, don't get him right. Hey, Rock. And old Mick dies in that movie. Rocky. He's like, no, Mick, yeah, Mick.
Damn.
Yeah.
Chris, you should act out the whole movie.
Yeah.
I'll get some popcorn.
Yeah. Okay. Go fight you, Clubber Lang. Hey, boy. It's just over and over again. So there was one time he was like doing like I can't remember, they were like unveiling a statue or something with Rocky involved, and he just shows up at the press release. I'm gonna fight you, Balboa. No one wants to fight me. And it's just like, what the fuck's going on here? That boy's a punk. Fight you right now. I fight him right now, Mick. And he's like, no, Rocky, get out of here. You're not good enough, kid. Just the shit. Each movie got worse. So This is the tipping point before it dove into complete catastrophe. Top 4 here. Number 4, the fourth highest grossing movie of 1985 was the movie Rocky 4. Okay. Rocky 4.
I've never seen it.
He goes to Russia to train. He gets a tan, which is what happens in Russia while you're training in the winter.
Of course.
You get a lot of sun out there.
Yeah, that you do. A lot of
a little too much.
I think it did. A little too much.
Too much.
Ivan Drago is the Russian, played by Dolph Lundgren. Yes, he. I think in one scene he's like doing like a public event where they're showcasing his strength, and his Russian manager, who's just like, he's clearly not Russian in real life, but he's doing that fake Russian accent, where he's just like, the normal boxer is 700 pounds of pressure per punch, but when Ivan he punches and he punches, oh, like he actually, before he does anything, he looks over to get the nod, the head nod. It's okay to punch. And then his face turns mean, and then he punches this thing. It's like one of those video games where you punch a punching bag and it lets you know how many points you racked up or how hard you hit it. He hits it and it's 1800. You see, Ivan hits 1800. What does that mean? And now the reporter asks, and he's like, well, what that means is whatever he punches, he destroys. Dun dun dun. And then it goes the next scene, and like he's like fighting Apollo Creed for some reason. Apollo Creed wants to get back in the ring. He's like, don't worry, Rock, I got this guy. And he's like dancing around. He's like, hey, Apollo, you're not paying attention, Apollo.
Oh, no.
And he's like, no, Rock, I got it. And he's like dancing around. Then all of a sudden, driving if he dies, he dies. He punches the guy. He just kills Apollo Creed in the ring.
Oh, no.
Yeah, spoiler alert. And then it's basically like Rocky 3 where Mick dies after a large, a boxing match goes south with Clubber Lang. Or Rocky 4. It's, Apollo Creed dying in the ring. Same deal. And he's like riding around in his Trans Am, and there's like this montage, this music plays in the background. He's not paying attention to the road at all. He's driving like 100 miles an hour and just blankly staring ahead. It lasts for a good, I think it played the entire song. So it's like a 4.5 minute section of just Rocky driving around, having like flashbacks from Rockies 1 and 2.
Is this the one with the robot maid?
This one I think is what the robot made.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you really need to know about this movie. He got it for Paulie or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
And you think he falls in love with it?
Yeah. And then there's a scene.
It's a whole thing.
Paulie's in bed with the robot, and there's like an oil leak on the bed. It's the whole thing.